together. Good morning, everybody. Yes, we do. We do have a new song, and it's by CSO beloved Eddie Watkins Jr. Yes, give Eddie a hand. Give Eddie a hand, please. He has brought us so much good music, and here's one of them, okay? Here we go. We come together. Clap your hands if you know this one and sing along, please. 1, 2, Here we go. Look at the person next to you. Say God loves you and I love you too. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. And lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. Now look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. Walk of life. Every walk of life. Every creed and color. Every creed and color. We should reunite. Oh, in honor of the God in each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Here you go. Say namaste, I bow to you. Say I bow to you. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Woo. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. 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 In the name of love. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. In the name of love.
Yes, so wonderful. The loud and rowdy people are on this side of the room today. Yes, we come together in the name of love. Indeed, we do. Welcome, welcome. How is everyone? Yes. Oh, my goodness. Welcome to Silicon Valley Center for Spiritual Living. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Reverend Rasheryl. I am your senior minister, spiritual director. Well, yes, I am. And I love y'all, and I missed you so much last week. How did you do with Peter? Yeah, wasn't he great? Isn't he wonderful? Yeah, he is so electric, yes? But I missed you all so much. It feels like a month since I've been here. So I am just glad to be back. I got to walk with some people in the park, accosted me on Thursday. And so I got to see some of my peeps in this room and spend time in fellowship then. But it's just really good to be back. So welcome, welcome. You know, we are this incredible startup spiritual community that is here for God. We are here to discover the divinity within ourselves at a deeper level so that we can play a bigger game in the world and be part of the collective shift, right? And so all are welcome, all are welcome. I welcome our beloveds online and certainly welcome you here. So we're going to kick off our service with the call to service. Joni Quintal, our practitioner student, is going to kick off our call to service. Is this one yours? And sound, may I ask that this speaker at least come down in volume just a little bit because it's a little loud for the folks on that side, if that's possible. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Joni.
Thank you. Good morning, Reverend Rasheryl. If you feel comfortable, please close your eyes. Take a really deep breath all the way down into your belly. Allow the vibration of this bowl to not only center you right here for the service, but to reverberate in your soul throughout the day as a reminder.
And so let's just follow that sound inward. And as we settle in and settle down, just knowing that there is only one. That resonant bowl, that resonation, that vibration is a reminder that there is only one. One immortal, one primordial sound, one that is all that there is, one that is all powerful, everywhere present, everywhere awake and alive, everywhere singing its song, everywhere. And so we just take a moment now to rest in this knowing, to rest in this truth. And I am just so grateful to be here, so grateful to be still for just a moment and acknowledge the divine presence that created each of us out of itself, that presence that knows no beginning, no ending. It is all things, all places, all spaces, all intelligent, all powerful. It is unshakable, it is unmovable, not touched by the ways of the world. And so I am just glad to speak the word, to know the truth this morning. And so how grateful I am to be here and to be a part of this beloved community, allowing the divine presence to express through each of us, through the music, through the technology, through the sound, through the video, through the live streaming, through the musicians and the instruments, through the voices, through the ushers, through the operations, through the folks in the hotel, right? That everyone here is blessed as the song of life sings itself through each one, as each one. And we recognize it, we see it no matter the appearance. And so I am just grateful this morning knowing that we are blessed and we are a blessing. And knowing that in this prayer, I include all of our beloved human family wherever they are, whether it is Texas, whether it is Iran, whether it is the United States, whether it is Africa, no matter where they are, where there is conflict, knowing that right now, this consciousness is alive. And that this word that is spoken is blessing and healing and lifting, even if we will never see it and never know it. That is the truth. And so I am just grateful. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be of service, and I'm grateful for this beloved container called Silicon Valley Center for Spiritual Living. Life is good. Life is good. And so with deep gratitude, I release this word. I let it go. I let it be. And so it is. And so it is. Amen. So I just have one quick announcement I want to make, and then Dr. Damon is going to come up and make the rest of the announcements. So I wanted to share with you that our community is sponsoring this incredible global summit called A Woman's Voice Online Summit. And, yes, let's give ourselves a hand. Our community is hosting this event online. And I want you to know that there are women registered for this event from Belgium, the Netherlands, Germany, Switzerland, Norway, Cyprus, Australia. Y'all who are in the Facebook group, help me out, because I'm just like, as people are introducing themselves, literally global. There are almost 2,000 women registered for this summit. Yes. It is amazing. It is an amazing, amazing experience. And already people the women in the group are hungry, are wanting more of how do I find that inner, unshakable, unmovable voice and presence, right? And so that's the journey we're going to be on in this week coming up. So I just want you to know how incredibly blessed we are. We are now officially a global organization. I just want to put that out there. We are officially a global organization. And what this beautiful summit will do, because it's free, it's a free ticket, and then if folks choose to purchase a VIP pass, which gives them the recordings, then there's a fee for that. And so that will become a way for our community to have revenue coming in for the foreseeable future, which is why I am doing this, part of why I'm doing this, to make sure that we are finding ways to financially secure us, right? So I am just so thrilled, and I want to acknowledge our some of our beloved sponsors who are in the room. So I have to acknowledge Audrey Laura White, yes, who has been a major sponsor of this event and supported it in so many ways. And so I just want to say thank you so much for your generosity. I love you. Yeah, yes. And one of our other sponsors who's in the room is Sindhu Srivastava, whose company We Crush Events is also a sponsor for this event, and supporting us all the way, having our backs all the way. And I thank you, and I love you. Thank you so much. Yeah. So anyway, I just had to share that from my heart because it is so touching and moving to see what's happening and what is happening in that group and how we're being of service. And keep in mind, this is not a spiritual offering, right? It is a secular offering, but it has elements of spirituality in it because that's just how I roll, right? And so people are related to that. So people are still signing up, and get yourself in, get your ticket. The VIP is $97, and for that you get 20 video interviews for lifetime. You get 20 workbooks. I created these beautiful workbooks for each interview. There's audios, there's transcripts, there's coaching. So for a very small fee, you can upgrade and get all of it. So if you have friends who want to attend, get them in because they can get a free seat and have an incredible experience. And it is incredible. So I'll be talking more about it during my talk because I just got fired up by all these different women I've been speaking to, including Marianne Williamson, who is freaking on fire. So if you're with me on Facebook, you've seen I've dropped some clips, and it's like woo. So it will blow your hair back. So yeah. So Dr. Damon, come on up. I will cede the stage, but I just wanted you all to know what's going on. And the other thing I'm supposed to say, I just remembered. Sorry about that. So come on with me. The other thing I'm supposed to say is that our 6-month birthday was yesterday. Isn't that exciting? I know. Will you lead us?
No.
Okay, all right. So our birthday was yesterday, but we're going to celebrate next week. So we're going to do brunch downstairs next week. The restaurant will be open for us. We'll be there. We'll get to celebrate. I'll do like a pop-up town hall to let you know what happened with the summit, and because I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of news by next week. So please be sure to be here next week, and then afterwards we'll go downstairs, all right, and we'll talk all about it. Okay, thanks.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Announcements. Thank you. Yeah. So I just want to say that the tickets to a Women's Summit, they are the hottest tickets in the Valley. They are hot. So I welcome all of our international visitors, but if you're local, come. So, and next week on the 27th, we're going to do brunch in the hotel dining room downstairs after the service. We'll sing the birthday song then. Okay. And that brunch has just been so wonderful, and so just mark your calendars for next week. After the service, it's a great chance to connect, share a meal, and celebrate our 6-month anniversary. Everyone covers their own meal, and we hope you'll join us. Also, next week, August 10th, Margo LeDuc is doing a workshop with us. So it's her vocal camp workshop, which I guess is the vocal summer camp workshop, since because of the timing, but the Voice Connection. It's a 90-minute joy-filled experience. You'll learn vocal techniques, build confidence, and most importantly, have a blast. Have fun.
Yes. Do you have to be a singer, Margo? Do you have to be a singer?
No,
Okay.
no. It says right here, whether you're a seasoned singer or just sing in the shower. Yeah.
It's all good. Okay.
Registration is $49. You can go to siliconvalleycsl.com, find the registration there. Also, you can find the link to the awomenssummit.com workshop there. We're thrilled to have Margo with us today also as our musical guest. And again next Sunday. And also, Mish Jouffre, our bassist over here, his first time with Silicon Valley CSL, I hope not his last, but he's an incredible bass player. There's some daily practices during the week. So walk with the Rev at the Campbell track, meeting between 7:15, 7:25 for a healthy start to your day. And then she hustles back to do at 9 to 9:30 a meditation online. And again, the link to that is at Silicon Valley CSL. And she does a big pray up for everyone in the room when we do that. So it's quite a great thing. Prayer today, Dr. Reverend Sherry is here, and she does prayer in the back of the room after the service. There is a sign-up board back there, so you can sign up for that. So that's personal prayer after service. If you have private prayer requests, we have a prayer box in the front. You can put a card in there. And so if you have questions, email us at support@siliconvalley.com and find all these events there. So
Support at Silicon Valley CSL.
I'm sorry, siliconvalleycsl.com. So come. Thank you.
I love you, Lord. Oh, your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so good. With every breath that I'm able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire and darkest nights. You are close like no other. I've known you as a father. I've known you as a friend. And I have lived of the goodness of God. Oh, and all my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. 'Cause your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid 'Cause all my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I'm able, I will sing of the goodness of God. I will sing of the goodness of God.
Margo LeDuc, everyone. Let's just hear it again for Margo LeDuc. And this incredible band. Incredible band. Sonia Trejo is our music director and just brings it every single time. Rodrigo Avila is on keyboards and guitar, brings it every single time. And Misha Jufre, yes, is here. He is our new bass player, new band member. Welcome, Misha, welcome. Oh, it's so wonderful. Yes, it is so good to have you here. So welcome to the family. Yes, so wonderful. And Jenna, our praise teamer. Yes. Yes, so wonderful. Thank you. And also before I start, I want to also acknowledge our beloveds who are holding it down in production. Scott, oh my goodness, Scott McCulley. Y'all just don't know how much he does to make sure that we are live streaming and make sure that we are set up professionally. Scott invested in all of the equipment that you see and gifted it to us. And he shows up every Sunday, and he's here for 6 hours, 5 or 6 hours every single Sunday to set up and to live stream. And Scott, if I don't say it enough, I love you so much, and I appreciate you, and I thank you, because you had my back from the very, very beginning, and I appreciate that. So we will celebrate accordingly. And I thank your wife I thank Deborah for lending you to us for you to be here. So thank you so much. And also Garrett Scala is with us today on sound. Thank you so much, Garrett. Welcome, welcome. So beautiful. So look at the goodness of God, right? Unfolding in this community, showing up in this community, blessing us in this community in ways that I could not even imagine 6 months ago. You know, it's so funny. I think about when it first came through to me to start this community, and I had no idea how it would all come together, right? I had no idea how I would music is so important to me, the music ministry. Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, music is so important to me, and being able to live stream and reach out online, reach beyond the walls is important. And I had no idea when this center was birthed, I had no idea how that would happen. And so just to see how this is unfolded and see the incredible talent that's shown up and see your faces that come every single week, and those of you who are online every single week, and to see the commitment of our production team to make sure we are professionally supported and able to live stream is just, it's incredible to behold this. So forgive me if I cry my way through this morning. It's incredible to behold it. It's incredible to see what's happening online. And so I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful, and I'm so touched. And so this month, my talk and the theme is about the art of personal agency, right? This art of personal agency, our ability to be choiceful, our ability to be so anchored in our power in our knowing, in our internal selves, our ability to make choice about our lives, to co-create our lives. Everything in this teaching, we are a center that practices science of mind, religious science, Ernest Holmes books and teachings is what we work with. And what we know from those teachings is that there is a power for good in the universe and we can use it and that it uses us. There's something greater than we are that we have access to, direct access. And so that's what personal agency is all about. It's about knowing that truth, living from that place. Because here's what we also know. What we know is that in the world is not telling us that we have personal agency, especially not right now. In the world, it feels like chaos, right? It feels like there are powers and forces greater than ourselves that are making decisions, that are doing things, that are driving us over a cliff, and we feel powerless to stop it, or many people feel like, whoa, what is happening? Yes? I remember as a kid, I used to have a recurring dream for a period of time where I was in a car and I'd fallen asleep, and there was a green plastic Tupperware pitcher on the seat, and the car was somewhere like in San Francisco where there were these hills, and like the car was just going like up and down these hills, and you all know I don't like roller coasters. But I would have this dream and it would happen it's happened periodically throughout my life, and I know when I have it, it's letting me know I feel like I'm not in the driver's seat, right? I feel like I'm not able to control what's happening, right? But I think a lot of us feel that way at times right now, like I am in this vehicle that's moving, that's hurtling through space, and other people are driving and deciding what's going to happen, and I'm just a passenger trying to figure out how do I stop the car, get out of the car, get the driver out of it, like what do I do, right? And so even if you're not feeling that way in your personal life, a lot of people are feeling that way in the world. And so today's talk is about, the talk title is Sovereignty, Own Your Throne. Own your throne. And it is an aspect of personal agency, right? Because this is not about, when I speak about sovereignty and I want to go into the meaning of that word, I am not talking about power over others. I am always talking about being empowered, having mastery over yourself, because that's the only power there is having mastery over yourself, right? And so when I talk about sovereignty, there's this beautiful quote by Rumi that says, "You were born with wings. Why prefer to crawl through life?" Right? You were born with wings. Why prefer to crawl through life? And so we have this sovereignty, we have this ability to be in the seat of self-authority spiritually. Like we have that ability, and yet we abdicate it. There are times where we abdicate that ability, right? We abdicate that power that we have. One of the beautiful things that I'm seeing in this A Woman's Voice Facebook group, one of the first questions I ask women when they join, or anyone when they join, because there are men in the group, I ask, why are you here, right? Why are you in this group? What called you to this? And so many people are saying to reclaim my power, right? To realign with my power, to get back into alignment with something that I already know is within me. Yes, and that is a journey to sovereignty, right? That is a journey to sovereignty. So the etymology of the word sovereign means the supreme highest ruler, right? Supreme highest ruler. But instead of thinking about ruling over others, it's about ruling over yourself. How are you ruling yourself? How are you leading yourself? Right? How are you governing, as Peter talked last week about the difference between control and governance, yes? How are you governing yourself? Not controlling, not grasping, not trying to control everything, but governing yourself. So this is what sovereignty is all about. And the spiritual meaning of throne, it's from the Greek word thronos, which means elevated seat, right? An elevated seat. And what I'm talking about here today is the elevated seat of consciousness within your own being, because once you become the ruler of your own kingdom, everywhere you sit is a throne. Right? It is about your own consciousness, not what you're doing to others, not how you're guiding others, not lording it over others. It is about sitting in your own spiritual authority. So that's what this is about today, of what I really, really want us to get to. You know, I had this incredible conversation with 20 women over the last couple of months. And last week I sat with Marianne Williamson for a while. And we recorded part of that as the interview. And one of the things she says is, we talked about, if for nothing else, I encourage you to register for the summit to see that interview, because we're not talking about politics. We're talking about her journey in leadership and what happened when, as a woman, she decided to go for the most powerful job in the land, because there's a story there, right? And so it was really, really, really powerful. But one of the things she said is, don't wait for anyone to give you permission, right? Don't wait for anyone to give you permission. Tell your own story before other people tell it, right? Take authorship of your own story before other people tell your story. And it's the same concept I talk about all the time. If you are not in the driver's seat of your life, someone else will get in that driver's seat. Right? Someone else will start to drive your life. It could be your schedule, it could be your spouse, it could be your kids, it could be your job, any number of things, right? If you are not in the driver's seat awake in your life. Now, I don't know why this is coming through right now, but I'm just going to reference it. So I don't know if you have seen the incident that happened at the Coldplay concert a couple days ago. Yeah. So for those of you who have not seen that, so at the Coldplay concert, you know how they have the Jumbotron, the kiss cam that happens, right? And so Chris Martin is on stage, the lead singer in Coldplay, and he's you know, they're going to do the Jumbotron, and they're scanning all around, and the camera goes to this couple where there's a man standing behind a woman, and he has his arms wrapped around the woman, and she's sort of leaned back into him. And as it turns out, the man is the CEO of a company who is married, not to the woman he's hugging. And the woman is the chief people officer, chief HR officer of the company, married to someone who's not hugging her, okay? And so the Jumbotron catches them, and they both, all of a sudden when they realize they're on screen, they're like deer in the headlights, and then they both go separate ways, and it's just like a whole thing. And Chris Martin goes, oh, I think we got someone in trouble here. He goes, either they're having an affair, or, you know, they're just really shy, right? So it's been, I mean, this has been like everywhere. So on LinkedIn, there are think pieces about it, and like all kinds of things about leadership and HR, and, you know, the legal ramifications. The CEO has had to resign. The company is like looking for a new CEO because they were on scale to go public, and so now this is like, you know, this is a big thing. Why am I even talking about this? So this came up because, again, if you're not in the driver's seat of your life, if you're not making conscious choices, if you're not awake, you will get hijacked by the world that will make choices for you, right? I mean, you know, now I'm not affirming an affair. I don't know what the ins and outs are, but this is the thing. You know, maybe a conscious choice could be, oh, well, maybe I won't be out at the Coldplay concert. You know, if you can't get to, maybe I won't have an affair, then maybe it's like, maybe I won't be out with my side piece at the Coldplay concert, right? Maybe that could be, you see what I'm saying? It's like, you know, because like if you're not conscious, if you're not making conscious choices, the world's going to make them for you, right? So now 2 families blown up, you know, 2 people out of a job, and all the fallout that will happen, and potentially, you know, and all the people who work at the company are now concerned because with startups you get lots of stock options and different things, and you're waiting for that to mature. So many people are impacted by this choice, right? This being asleep, yeah. And so this is what is meant by. I mean, this is the opposite of being on your throne, right? Owning your throne, being sovereign in your life, having mastery over yourself. Right? Understanding how you're moving through life, being awake as you make your choices, because otherwise the world will make them for you. Yeah? Are y'all following what I'm saying? Yeah? So here's the thing I want us to walk on a little bit today, with a little bit of time we have left. Let's go on a little journey, shall we? So, you know, the hero's journey, I'm going to walk us through that a little bit, because here's what happens for us, right? So in the hero's journey, what happens is the hero starts out, or the heroine starts out, and the status quo is working. Yep, everything's great. Status quo is, well, maybe not great, but it's familiar, right? It's comfortable. And going along, and life is what it is. I know what's going to happen. And then something happens. There's a inciting incident. There is something that happens. It could be a call that you get on that a little voice, a little nudge, a little pea in your shoe, a little pebble in your shoe, right? Something starts to go, like something else wants to express. Yes? Or it could be something traumatic happens. Something big happens that's now a wake-up call. Right? Like you get caught in the Jumbotron, it's like, whoa, now I'm on a whole big journey of a different level of discovery, right? It could be something traumatic that happens. But we all have that in our lives multiple times where we're going along and then something calls us up higher, right? I'm called into ministry. I leave my corporate work. What am I doing? What is happening, right? I'm called into leaving a secure ministry and starting something new. What am I doing? Right? But that call, there's something in us that wants to play bigger, that wants to express more, right? And so one of the things Ernest Holmes says is as we become inwardly aware of the presence of spirit, we must also become aware that we are centers of divine operation. This is our birthright. We are centers of divine operation. We will always want more. We will always want to express more because spirit is eternal. It is powerful. It is creative. It is expressing. It has no beginning and no end. So we will always want to evolve, right? That voice is always going to rumble in us. And so here we go, this voice is rumbling, and then a couple things happen at this point usually. It's like either we quell the voice, so we stuff it down in some way. Maybe we stuff it through a series of relationships. Maybe we stuff it with food. Maybe we stuff it with illness. Maybe we stuff it with some addiction. Maybe we stuff it by just being completely unconscious, right? But we don't want to deal with that voice. We don't want to deal with that urge. We don't want to deal with the fact that we know we're bigger than we're actually showing up, right? And so either we stuff that down or we say, okay, I surrender. What am I going to do? Right? And we step out on faith and we start down that road. And then typically what happens is as we're walking down that road, and sometimes even when we're still in resistance, a guide shows up, right? Someone shows up who is a mirror, who is a guide, who is a partner, who is a Yoda. It may be a community, it may be a person, it may be a situation, but someone shows up who can help us, guide us, walk with us on this journey. Right, who can walk with us on this journey. We may discover it through literature or some other way. It may be through reading. It may be a person, right? But something emerges. God reveals itself as the very next step, the guide that's needed to walk us through this journey, yes? And so that is, now we're on the road, and now we're learning. And we're learning things like, the presence of God is within us. We're learning things like we have the power to co-create our lives. We're learning things like the ways of the world are not the final word, right? We're learning things like we can co-create anything with spirit, that 1 plus God is a majority. We begin to learn these things that cannot be countered, right? And we have experiences that prove it. So we step out, we try things, and then, we have a demonstration. That's what we call a miracle in science of mind, right? And we prove it. We begin to prove this truth, prove these principles, prove our power, right? We begin to walk with a bit of sovereignty. We begin to walk, and we begin to own our throne a little bit more. Yeah? Y'all with me? Yes? And so what does it feel like when you're in that state, when you're in that owning the throne, when you're in that knowing the presence is within you? What does that feel like? Just tell me.
It's the percolation of aliveness.
It's the percolation of alive. You feel alive, yes. Yes, there's texture to that. What else? Light, yes. What else? Confidence, absolutely. Time expands, right? Time expands, yes. Yes, you feel an expanse of yourself. Absolutely, right? So we're walking along and we're here and we are now really, really feeling this. And then sometimes what happens is there rise up some little challenges, right? challenges might rise up to meet us at that point, right? And I am not a fan, nor do I believe that God tests us, but there is certainly something that happens when you make a bold move spiritually, right? You got to prove it. You got to prove that consciousness. And there will be things that arise for you to prove your consciousness, right? To prove how anchored in this truth you are, to prove what you say or think that you really know. And sometimes, it shakes us, right? Because it could be the things that test our sovereignty in that moment. It could be some of our primal fears usually, right? It's like money. Whoa, right? Oh my God, I lost my job. Or oh my God, I lost my business. Or oh my God, like the money's dried up, right? Or it could be health, right? It could be health. Like there's a big health scare staring me in the face. What do I do now? How do I remain sovereign? How do I own my throne when I'm facing a big health challenge? Right, that has shaken me to my core. It could be fear of other people or judgment. Oh, you're getting too big. One thing Marianne Williamson and I talked about is how, that when you decide to play big, no matter who you are, we're talking in the context of women, but it's true for everyone in this world. When you decide to play big, there will be someone in your face or in your world who's going to go, well, who do you think you are, right? You're just uppity, which is a very loaded and coded word for those of you who know, right? Right? Who do you think you are? Who do you think? Why are you so blah, 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 right? Why are you taking up so much space, right? So we have that, those are some of the things that come up, and that can really trigger our approval, our need for approval, right? And especially if it's coming from people we love, people we're comfortable with, people in our social circle, our family, and they're responding to our bigness. And it can be frightening, right? It can be frightening. It can be threatening. But this is all a test to test the solidness, the depth of your sovereignty, the depth of your knowing that you are made in the image and likeness and out of pure spirit. That is the truth of your being. That is the truth of your being, right? You are made from that which hung the stars in the sky, created the cosmos, created things we can't even imagine. That is who you are. Right? That is who you are. And so you have to be anchored in that, own the throne, and look at whatever is in front of you, whether it's the naysayers, whether it's a health challenge, whether it's a money challenge, and say, get thee behind me. This is not true. This is not true. The truth is the presence and power of God within me knows exactly what to do, how to do, and I trust that. Right? And so that is part of the journey, is that we will get these things that will test us. And Ernest Holmes says true liberty comes only through true self-mastery. True liberty only comes through true self-mastery. You cannot be free if you don't have control or mastery over yourself. If you cannot govern yourself, you can't govern anything else, right? You end up just operating your power and your trauma all over other people, which is what we're seeing collectively. Right? Because there's no internal knowing of a divine presence of something greater than what we see collectively is a lot of people operating their wounds and their trauma and their drama and all of their pain on other people. Right? And the way we change the world is we get mastery of ourselves. We understand that we are sovereign beings. We understand that we have a throne and we sit on our throne and we are rooted in our spiritual consciousness and we move from that. We live from that. We choose from that. We build from that. And when we do that, collectively, things begin to shift. Right? Collectively, things begin to shift. And so that is the reward, my friends. That is the reward we get when we literally walk this journey, this hero's journey. We slay those dragons within ourselves, right? That are showing up maybe as other people or other circumstances, but the stuff that's coming up out of our own consciousness. I used to love, and I still do love, the series Game of Thrones, which is really surprising for people who know me because it is, What'd you say?
Nerd.
Well, I wouldn't say nerd as much as it is not me, but it's sort of me, and it's also sort of violent and sort of, it's interesting, but I got caught in the story of it, right? I got caught in the storytelling of it. But what was very interesting is watching all of the drama and trauma and commotion over external power. literally trying to get a seat. And how many people died? How many people were tortured? How many people lost their lives? How many things happened just trying to get this external seat that was melted down iron or something, right? Of all these different swords, right? The Iron Throne, I think that's what it was called. And so at once, the artist in me, the former actor in me, I got caught in the storytelling in the theater, right, which was great storytelling and fantastic acting and sets and all those things. And then the metaphysician in me is looking at this going, look at all of this crazy stuff over something that is external. No one's going within, and all of the different challenges that are happening, that's happening to individuals and collectives is because everyone is externally focused. Nobody knows the power is within them. And the few characters who do sort of disappear, right? And so, but then it wouldn't be a story, right? There would be no drama. So it would not be a great story. But I want to say, drama on the screen is fantastic. In our lives, not so much. Right? Not so much. We don't want to be, in a cage fight with somebody about whatever, right? With somebody about who's going to sit where at the movie theater or whatever, right? Like we don't want to be in that energetic in our personal lives, and so it's just interesting to me to observe how did this hold my attention so much? And then the practitioner in me is going, if they had just done this, right? If they had just if they had just listened to so-and-so, that one man who got killed who was trying to tell them, right, just to be quiet and the power's within you, then this other things wouldn't have happened. And then it would have ended in one or two episodes. So the point I'm making, y'all, is this. We are in a chaotic time, and it is crazy creative. Because here's the thing about chaos. There's so much power in chaos. Right? There's so much power in chaos. There's so much opportunity in chaos. I'm not talking about economic opportunity for the chaos capitalists. I'm talking about the opportunity to harness the energy to transform ourselves. Right? Because chaos is change energy, right? It's old is breaking down, new is trying to emerge. There's a whole bunch of stuff happening, and being able to be still when there's chaos, being able to be centered when there's chaos, being able to tap into that creative energy, but not let it take you over, but actually drive you to the thing you're called to do. Because we're all here for something, and we all agree to be here for something at this time. This is not a mistake, right? So my request of you is to really, really figure out for yourself, what are you here for right now? Right? What are you here for right now? What in you wants to emerge right now? Wants to speak right now, sing right now, shout right now? What in you wants to express right now? And begin to do that, be about that. And don't compare yourself to others because, all of our lives look different. We are all each made uniquely. We are made uniquely. And so what my expression is not what someone else's is. And someone can be doing the exact same thing I'm doing, and it's still going to look completely different, feel completely different. We're two unique beings. So there's no comparison. Right? And your journey may be, or your call, or your expression may be to care for somebody who needs care. Right? Or it may be to build $1 billion business. Or it may be to paint out in your garden. Or it may be just to love your body into health. It can be any of those things, all of those things. There's no big or small in God, but you have to be about your Father's business. There's a reason you're here. Right? And it's time now for us to step into what we are here to be doing. Yes? Are y'all with me on this? That is why we're here. That's why I created this place. That's why I created this place. I think it birthed through me because what I want and what I am and what I love is the energy of creation, the power of creation. Tell me not to do something and guess what? Or tell me you think it can't be done, right? Even with the summit, right? Even with the summit, we had said, the board and I decided, okay, we're going to wait until the fall. And then very next board meeting, I came back and I said, we got to go now. We got to do it now. And we have to swing for the fences right now. I strongly feel that. And the board's like, okay, let's go, right? Let's go now. Let's do it now. Don't wait. Yes, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, exactly, that energy, yes? And so that's what I'm saying to you. There's something in you that wants to do something now. Do it. Do it now. Yes, you are the sovereign of your life and your being. You have a throne. Own it. Own it and live from that place. Let's turn within. Oh, how good it is once again to return to the all that is. That power, that presence that is truly sovereign in our lives, in our beingness, that which created us out of itself, whether we call it God or spirit, creator, source, whatever name we give it, it is all powerful, it is unshakable, it is indestructible, it is all creative and all powerful. And so I am just grateful to know that I am made in the image and likeness and out of it, as is each one. Each of us created out of pure spirit. And so as I speak the word this morning, I know it is a word of healing and transformation. What I am knowing for each one in this space, whether they are online, whether they are in this room, watching now, watching later, what I am knowing is the presence and the power of spirit, of life, expresses through each one uniquely, expresses as new ideas, as new ways of being, as new work, as new art, as new jobs, as new ideas, as new relationships, as new vitality and energy, as new abundance. I know this is the absolute truth, as new music, new song, new life, new technology. The presence of God expressing through and as each one uniquely. And so I know that each one here and each one everywhere is truly, truly spiritually sovereign. Each one anchored in the consciousness of the divine presence within. And each one moving from that place and moving from that space. And indeed, we transform this world. I am knowing that each one that we encounter is blessed by our presence. That our liberation allows them to be free. It gives them the inspiration to be free. This is what I know. This is what I claim. All is well, no matter the appearance. I speak a special word this morning for our political leaders and for our government leaders and for those who lead our world, knowing that the presence of God is moving to the forefront in their lives and decision making. I bless all of our human family everywhere who may be experiencing violence or strife, and knowing that the presence and the life and the love of God is at the core of their being, and that angels walk amongst us, and knowing that blessings abound and that miracles happen in places we will never know, for people we will never see. But that is the absolute truth, that from this place and space, the presence of God is made manifest everywhere, everywhere, activated by this word, activated by this consciousness. And so I'm just grateful this morning to know this, to sense it, to feel it, to speak it. And so with deep gratitude, I simply release this word. I let it go and I let it be, wrapping this community in love. We say together, and so it is. And so it is. Amen.
We are the light. We are the light. We are the light. We are the light. We are the light.
Come on, keep it up.
We are the light. We are the light we seek. We are the light we seek. We are the change we need. We are the light we seek. 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 We are the light. We are the joy we seek. We are the joy we seek. We are the change we need. We are the light we seek. 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 We are the light. We are the light. That's right. Sing it with me. We are the light. Oh yes, yes we are. We are the light. Ooh yeah. We are the light. We are the light. We are the light. We are the light. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are the light. Here we go. We are the light we seek. 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 We are the change we need. We are the light we seek. We are the light. We are the light. Yes, we are. We are the light. We are the light. Woo! Thank you so much. That was an original tune by Margo LeDuc. We are the light. Yes. Margo has such beautiful original music, so we will be hearing more and more of it as she continues to play with us. All right. So and I will say this: Margo will be back next week. Yes. Yes. Wonderful. All right, beloveds. It is now our offering time. Is that what's happening? Okay. And so we come to our conscious giving time, and I once again just want to say how grateful I am for all of the gifts and the donations that are offered to this beloved community so that we could do such great work. This is the time that we now move into that space and place of knowing the divine presence as our supply, as our source. And so we give easily and we receive easily, and this law of circulation blesses us and blesses our beloved community. And I'm so grateful. Merrily will pass the basket and let it pass through, and we will have our offering song. And our offering blessing, Mom, will you say our call and response, our offering blessing?
Divine love through me.
Divine love through me blesses and multiplies.
Blesses and multiplies.
All that I am, all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I circulate. Thank you, God. And so it is. Amen.
God is my source.
God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need.
God is my source.
God is my source.
God is my power.
God gives me everything I need.
So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
Wonderful. Okay, beloveds, who is a first-time visitor in the house?
So we have two lovely first-time visitors. Welcome, welcome. Morgan is grabbing a wonderful gift for you, a little gift basket, little gift bag. And if you feel comfortable, I'd love to hear your name, and if you would tell us, if you feel like standing, say your name and tell us how you got here, how you found us.
Hi there, I'm Joyce, and I came here because of Jody. Jody, told us about this church.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Welcome, welcome so much, Joyce.
Deb, technically I'm not new, I just moved. And but it's great to be back, and I'm so bummed that I used to only live a mile from here. I'm in Oregon, but I'm going to get online because thank God for internet.
Yes, yes, so good to see you, Deb. We miss you. We miss you. So good. Well, welcome, welcome, and I hope that, Joyce, I hope you'll come back if you enjoy yourself here. We're not pressuring anyone. We're not pressuring anyone. So funny. Okay, is there anything else, board, anything else I'm supposed to say or do? Have I done great? Thanks, Trudy. Trudy's always so positive, so supportive. Okay, I think that's the end of our situation here. So we're going to do our closing song. I'll do the benediction after that. And the band will keep playing, but you don't have to stay and sing. You can if you would like to, but it's your choice. And I do want to say that for the board members, the prac students, and me, we have to take a photograph and somewhere. Okay, downstairs. Mark knows what's happening. I'm not sure. We take a photograph after this. Okay. All right. I'm ready now.
Hooray. 1, 2. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Yes, repeat after me. I sit in the center of my being.
Sit in the center of my being.
Rooted in God, ruled by love.
Rooted in God, ruled by love.
I lead from wholeness.
I lead from home.
I govern with grace.
I govern with grace.
I embody the divine.
I embody the divine.
I own my throne.
I own my throne.
Have a great week, everybody. Love y'all.